live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hilltime Sports. 34 seconds left in the Buccaneers and the Texans. That's who's playing. And a nice little throw to Mike Evans inside the 10-yard line, 7-yard line. Come on. Shotgun formation. Drops it back. Throws another pass to the tight end. Down to the 2-yard line with 9 seconds left to go. Annoying.
Hear it?
You can't hear the fan?
No,
Okay.
feels like you're my therapist.
Let's go. Mike Evans. 9 seconds. Wasted a little bit much time. Oh!
It was this guy. Oh. You fell off.
No.
Still on water.
It's hot in here. I'm over here by all this electronic stuff. Baker's gonna throw 2-point conversion and sack. Throws it up. 20-19. Six seconds land. The kick is off. All right. We are here for the Raiders and the Chargers. Fifth straight 2-0 start from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers franchise record. Here we go. Then I gotta do.
I like the background.
Better. Not playing. You just love.
Gonna bless everyone. Please be healing, happy.
It's Herbert the. Never mind, we can't say that. That's a terrible name. Having the name Herbert. I want to call him Herbert the. Matt. Smith. Wait, where are they playing at? Like a little water bottle? It's gonna be 10 o'clock by the time this game. Who are you going for? Who are you going for? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hilltime Sports. We are calling the Las Vegas Raiders. This is the Los Angeles Chargers, formerly known as the San Diego Chargers for my whole life. But no, they got to move to Los Angeles where they have no fans. No, I'm kidding around. But I hope everybody's doing well. All right. Both teams want to know. Both teams battling for some supremacy in the AFC West. We all know what happened with the Kansas City Chiefs. They're 0-2 for the first time since 2014, so the division is up for grabs at the moment. I'm just trying to listen. They do that. Why do that? 137 pass TDs in first 5 seasons, 6 most in NFL history. Record 168 from Dan Marino, 1983 to 1987. You guys haven't already seen that. If you're not watching the game, some aren't. Well, I'm here to make the call, do the best I can. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Will Ashton Genty have a big game, or will? Las Vegas is the home team. Kick is away. Takes it from his own goal line, number 3 to the 20 to the 24-yard line, and the offense of the Las Vegas Raiders will be making their way out on the field. Geno Smith, the quarterback, was the quarterback for the New York Jets back in 2014 or something like that, somewhere around there. Bounced around the league, got his chance in Seattle, did really well, and is now the quarterback for Pete Carroll again. You got Jacoby Myers, Ashton Genty, others. Single back formation. Brock Bowers is playing tonight. Pistol, Genty in the backfield, 3 wide receiver, 1 tight end. Motion from Myers. Fakes the handoff, and almost picked off by number 0. How on the first play of the game? That's crazy. What happened? I looked away. So he fakes the play action, goes off him and bounces into the hands of who's number 0? Bounces off 32. Is that... Please show his back. There's Gilman. Please, turn around. Turn around. Dayan Hill with the second career interception. Number 0 is Dayan? I don't know. All right, short field for the Chargers at the 25-yard line. Single back formation. Big set. Gonna try and run the ball. Nope, play action. Good blocking. Thrown to and dropped by Johnston. My bad. I was thinking of Vincent Jackson from the Chargers in the early 2000s. Makes you smile. All right, now it's 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line. 14:38 left in the first quarter off a Hindley interception. 15 in motion. McConkey, 3 wide receivers to his left, running back to his, opposite. And a throw to McConkey, who turns upfield and gets 5 yards. And it's now 3rd down and 5. We're looking for players that, I don't know. As we know, Slater has been injured. He's going to be out for the season, but the Chargers did beat the Chiefs in week 1. All right, shotgun formation. Running back to his left. McConkey in motion to his right. Looks like a blitz is coming, but we don't know yet. Nope. Takes the blitz and throws it to Harris, who drops the ball. Kind of tight coverage, but it's going to be 4th and 5, and the Raiders escape that nasty interception by just giving up 3 points. Well, a 3-point attempt. How do you... That was right in his hands. All right, 38 yards. Field goal attempt. Snap, good, and it's good. 3 points for the Chargers. Up 3-0. And now we go to a commercial break. Nothing to do. A boy who went out when he finished all his chores. Are you just admiring me? Am I embarrassing you? How you doing today? Well. Yeah, 3-0. I don't really know what to talk about. I'm just kind of just watching the game here.
What are your expectations for this game?
My expectations is that the Chargers are going to win.
Why?
I think Chargers have they had the #1 defense last year. I think they're just more of a balanced team than the Raiders, and the Raiders haven't been good in like 25 years. So there's like 22 or 23 years. So I don't really trust the Raiders yet until they actually decide to win some ball games. You're just a droid. You don't even know what's going on, except for that guy caught the ball.
There's no one on chat.
You know, you gotta work through it. Eventually, people will come.
Oh, he's there. Do you think Zero's gonna be making a lot more?
Hanley? Maybe? I don't know.
They just said he was sick.
No, maybe? Alright. Taking out of the goal line, number 3 to the 21. And now we get to start again. The Raiders have the ball for the second time in about 2 minutes. Not less than a minute. Less than a minute and a half, and the Vegas Raiders have already had the ball twice. And Chip Kelly, the dirty, rotten, no good former coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, who traded away all of our players because they were too good for him, is the offensive coordinator for the Raiders. Single back formation, 2 wide receivers to his right, and 2 tight ends. I think it's a 2 tight end set. No, it's not a 2 tight end set. Genty in the backfield. They're going to hand it to him, who has a hole, breaks a tackle, and gets up to the 34-yard line for a Raiders first down. Now that was nice. That was a big man run out of that rookie running back. Look at that hole right there. Hits it up. Nice blocking from Bowers, I believe. Oh, it was a 2 tight end set, so cool.
He bounced off.
All right. Smith. Shotgun. Genty to the right. Bowers in motion. Nice. Throws it into... That thing could have been broken up by Henley, but he was able to fit it into a tight window. Don't want to see that from Geno Smith, trying to fit things in tight windows. We'll see how the defensive line for the Chargers do for the rest of the game, but I do think they'll get like 1 or 2, maybe 5. They'll get a few sacks. Smith in the pistol, 2 tight ends set, 2 receivers, and yeah, that looked like a play that was blown up. 3rd down and 5. That was just miscommunication. He just stood there and didn't even block for him. All right, Genty's taken off the field for this one. 4 receivers out there. Myers in motion. And a catch by number 10. I can't see his name, and he's going to take it up to the 50-yard line. Thornton Jr. Thornton Jr. gets a 1st and 10 from Geno Smith on a little crossing route. There was a bit of pressure, but I think the pressure was picked up nicely by the running back. Picked up 2 people, actually. Left a hole in the single back formation and a handoff to number 3, who gets maybe 3 or 4. 11:06 left in the first quarter. 2nd down and 7 or 6. Not 100% sure, but we'll see. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Geno Smith drops back and just throws it past White. Got to clean those up. He hasn't been doing very good throwing the ball in the early part of the game. 10:41 left in the quarter. 3rd and 7. All right. Myers in motion from the shotgun. Smith. I think a blitz is coming from the left. Yep, they're blitzing. He has time to throw the ball and overthrows Myers. And there's a flag. We got laundry. We got some hugging and tugging from number 20 on the Chargers. Yeah, he was hanging on to him. Hart with the coverage, but a penalty on him is going to take him off the field, at least for a play or 2. It's 1st and 10 because of the penalty of the laundry. Genty's back on the field, and it's going to be a shotgun. Geno Smith. Looks like 3 wide receivers. Genty in motion. Number 1 on a little, I think that's a sweep pass. I'll call that a sweep pass because I think that's what. Second and 7, 10:07 left. Smith in the shotgun, Genty to his left, 2 wide receivers to his left, and a receiver to his right. Play action pass, and here comes Mack from behind. Doesn't get it, and throws it into, like, triple coverage. The one thing I could say about Geno Smith is he's not afraid to sling the ball, but can't be slinging it into triple coverage, and they might... All right, Geno Smith, 2 wide receivers to his left and right. Genty in the backfield. Drops back, picks up the blitz. Mack gets him and tackles him down along with number 3. And it looks like the Las Vegas Raiders are going to have to go for a field goal attempt. Khalil Mack on the pressure and Khalil Mack on the sack. And there we go. Who's number 3? Which I knew. Khalil Mack just put his guy and just ripped him apart. 54-yard attempt from Daniel Carlson, who went 2 for 3 last game. We'll see if he can get it. 4th and 17, 9:09 left in the quarter. Kicks it up, and it's straight down the middle. .902 left in the game, but we got a tie ball game. All right, we got some commercials for some WWE. For me, I don't think I'm like gonna be watching WWE for a very long time. I don't think it's just the product hasn't been good, and they've priced out the working class, and I don't like that. For as scummy as Vince McMahon, he never did that. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. How's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are all doing well. I think the Raiders' key to victory is better offensive play and a good defense. I think their passing game needs to pick up a little bit. I think the running game needs to be leaned on a little more, especially against the Los Angeles Chargers. But for the Chargers, I think they are going to be. They're going to have to. They're going to have to play good defense, and Herbert's just going to have to ball out. All right, we got more commercials. All right, Junior Seau, rest in peace. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the best running backs of all time. Ken Stabler, Herschel, Marcus Allen, John Madden, one of the greatest coaches of all time, and one of the reasons I wanted to be a sports commentator growing up. Hey, but here I am doing it on YouTube at least, you know. All right, it's a 3-3 ball game. Las Vegas was able to answer the call after that interception by Henley. Fred Biletnikoff, Mr. Stickum himself, used to wear Stickum all over his body so he could catch the ball. But one of the best wide receivers of all time. It's really great to see him. On the kickoff, and a hold to the 30 to the 35. 25 on the tackle, 12 on the kick return. Oh, the Tom Brady. I forgot Tom Brady was a minority owner. It's so funny that Brady owns the Raiders in multiple ways. All right, shotgun formation. Bunches to the right of Herbert. Receiver to his left. Number 6, right next to him. Gonna snap the ball to 4-man rush. Throws the ball deep, and it is off the back of number 36, who wasn't even looking for the ball. Should that have been a penalty? That might have been a penalty, but they didn't call it. I think he wasn't looking at the ball at all. All right. Herbert in the shotgun. Ball start. Number 79. That was a blatant false start from Pipkins. I think he's taking over for Slater. Second down and 15 with 8:51 left to go at the 30-yard line because of that false start. Yes, my tribal chief. Yes, my brother. Excellent. Yes, my brother. Second and 15. Ball at the 35. Shotgun. Herbert running back to his right. And Crosby is loose and gets it off, but number 1 cannot catch the ball. Unfortunately. It is 3rd and 15. The Raiders defense needs to hold them off. And look, I'm not. How are you now? Pretty good. I'm pretty excited, you know. Oh, I forgot to change the scoreboard. Pretty good. How are you doing? All right, Herbert, running back to his right. Think a blitz is going to be coming. Nope. 4-man rush. The Raiders haven't really. Oh, and Herbert escapes and has to go. It only gets a few yards. He escaped for a little bit, but didn't get enough to get to the first down or even close. Chargers is going to have to punt. Alrighty. It's 3-3 in the first quarter, 8-12 left to go. 4th and 10. Herbert wasn't able to get a few yards, but wasn't enough to get enough. It wasn't enough to get a first down, obviously. The punt's away. Fair catch called for at the 6-yard line. And the Las Vegas Raiders are going to come back out on the field from their offense, and maybe they'll actually get some more points here. Who knows? What? Hey, is anybody watching WrestlePalooza this weekend? I gotta ask. I probably won't be watching. It's a little steep of a price for me. Maybe though, if it's not a lot of money. Trying to make it work with the 10x6 room. I think pretty hard. But we're making it work out here. Alrighty, we're ready. Close, pretty close, pretty close, pretty close, pretty close. The thoughts that was sound like. Alright, we're back in Las Vegas. Nope. ESPN bet. Does anybody remember when like sports betting wasn't like this huge thing? It's so crazy to think about. I don't know. I think it's gotten too much, to be honest. Very, very weird to just see them pushing sports betting that much. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I wonder how long it takes for them to get that. Oh, they just pull out the field. Must be artificial turf, right? Alrighty. Vegas has the ball at the 16-yard line. Single back formation. I think it's a 2 tight end set to the left. Play action pass, and we got some pressure up the middle, and Smith escapes for a moment. Throws the ball to number 87, who gets away, but is tackled immediately. Meyer on the reception, but that was a heads-up play by Meyer to get out of there and actually get the ball out to Meyer from Geno Smith, who took a hit on that play. Well, not really. He kind of just dove back. It's second and 7. I think it's a weak formation after the motion from the tight end. And Gentry's got the ball, who gets tripped up by his own tight end, Meyer. And now it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10, I believe, with 6:58 left in the quarter. Dude, Genty is not... Genty had that one good run, but since then he hasn't really had much. He's gaffed a few times. It's 3rd and 12 right now. 6:37 left in the quarter. Dino Smith in the shotgun. High snap. Throws the ball to Bowers, who gets tackled for a 4-yard gain, and they're going to have to punt as well. 6:21 left in the game, a quarter. I keep saying. 4th down. After seeing Genty 2 games in a row, I just don't know what he's doing. He had very little yardage last game, and it's looking pretty bad this game. He's going to have to come up with something, or he's just... Or, you know, you move on from him after a couple years. They moved on from Trent Richardson. He's finding holes, but he's not consistent right now. We'll see how he does as the year goes on. And number 12 got it from up to the 29. 1st down and 10 for the for the Los Angeles Chargers. What's up? I'll be back. I'm going to go get some more water. All right. Got some water. The 3-3 ball game, 5:34 left in the quarter. Jim Harbaugh. Hey, they've just been playing against each other this whole time. All righty. First down and 10 for the Chargers. At the 28-yard line, motion from 89. Shotgun formation. McConkey in motion. Play action pass. Kind of. I think those are like lazy. It's a catch from McConkey up to the 47-yard line. It's first down and 10. I don't know. I feel like these play actions that these quarterbacks are doing where they just kind of like at the ball to the running back, they don't sell it. Like, it. I don't know. They don't look good, in my opinion. Herbert took a hit on that one, but does complete the pass. I think it's a strong formation. Couple tight ends to the right of him and a running back. Hands the ball off, and I think that's Najee Harris who gets past the 50-yard line. And it's going to be second down and 4, 5, I believe. Second and 4. Second and 4, 4:23 left in the quarter. Najee Harris in the backfield, a shotgun. 2 wide receivers to his right, 2 to his left, and a tight end. And Max Crosby got a good jump, but he was picked up on the blitz. Going to be a flag, I think, Max Crosby. And Herbert takes it out to the 25, to the 35 of the... I think Max Crosby jumped on that one. Yeah, definitely. Crosby's a little jumpy. The guy that he's up against isn't really experienced. All right, here we go. Tight end on the right. 3 wide receiver set. Looks to be bunched up a little bit. Najee Harris still in the backfield. Shotgun at the 35-yard line. Number 1 in motion. Another kind of play-action pass. Herbert gets up and gets sacked at the 37. Now, Herbert's been taking a beating all night so far. He's gotten hit a few times, and he's gotten sacked a couple times. Whatever you say about the Las Vegas Raiders, their defensive line has been putting a lot of pressure on them. That's something we really saw from the Kansas City Chiefs last week. Second and 13. Herbert in the shotgun, 13 in motion. Keenan Allen running back to his left, just handed him. Looks like a blitz. Nope. 4-man rush. That's all they've been doing all night. They've been getting pressure. And catch by Allen, who gets close to the first down. It's going to be third and 2. One thing I've noticed about the Chargers is that they haven't been running the ball very much. I don't know if that's scheme or if that's just they don't trust the running backs. All right, third and 3. They are 0 for 2 on first down. They're 10 yards average to go. Pistol formation. Herbert with Hampton, who goes out. Herbert's going to throw the ball to McConkey, who gets the first down at the 20-yard line. A flag on the play, though. We got some laundry. Is it hugging and tugging, or is it some dancing on the line? Or another offside by the Raiders. No, it's an offside from the Chargers. Okay. Unfortunately. So that moves them back to 3rd and 8. And the crowd for Las Vegas is really loud right now. 2:08 left in the quarter. Big third down. Every third down is big in my opinion, but this moves them back a little bit more. McConkey in motion. McConkey goes back outside to where he began. That's the snap, and it's a 4-man rush again. Herbert gets away, makes someone miss, and slides and gets hit. And that's going to be a flag. That's Palamau. Hey, it was a valiant effort, but you can't do that, you know? Once that quarterback goes down, you really just can't do that. Made number 45 miss, and then takes a brutal hit from the defensive back. But overall, a great play by Herbert to... Yeah, that's a helmet-to-helmet right there. Not good. Half a distance to the goal. 12-yard line, 44 in motion to the backfield. It's a high formation. Hampton gets the carry for, I think that's 5 yards, I believe. Minute 24 left in the quarter. Hampton did carry a few players. Minute 18, so good to see. Matlock is their fullback. Another flag. What's going on here? Well, man, dude, the Raiders are just shooting themselves in the foot like they always do. Raiders always shooting themselves in the foot. Minute 14 left. It's going to be first down and 10 again. First and 5, I mean. Down to the 7-yard line. And it's another handoff to Hampton, who gets stuffed in the backfield from number 95. A great tackle. It's going to be second down and 7, I believe. That was good penetration from them. All right, second and 8, actually. A little bit more, the way you want to look at it is a little bit more room. It's at the 10-yard line. What's going on here? Running back to his left. Shotgun formation. Keenan Allen in motion. Think they're going to send another 4-man rush. Usually they do. Nope. It's a blitz. Good pickup. Good pickup. Herbert throws into the end zone, and it's caught by Keenan Allen, who now has 3 touchdowns. Who now has 2 touchdowns on the year. Nice little throw into the back of the end zone. A 10-yard reception from Herbert to Keenan Allen. Not too bad. Score is now 9-3. About to be 10-3 if they make the extra point. Right down the middle. A 10-3 lead in this first quarter with 20 seconds left to go. That was a good pickup by Hampton. That was really nice. Did he get both feet down? Let me double check. Yeah, both feet. Nice catch. Eden Allen's been a very solid pickup from the Cardinals. Hey, Howie. Howie's. Yeah. From the end zone. Takes it back. 1st and 10. I don't know how the new rule works. Is it 20 from the 20 or from the 35? All right, here we go. 20 seconds left. Single back formation. Genty in the backfield, who hasn't really opened things up this season so far, but it's only week 2. Number 1 in motion, and an end around who's going to get cut up the field and breaks a tackle and makes it up to the 42-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 3. The quarter's going to run out. We're going to have more commercials because that's what you do when you watch football. Khalil Mack is shaking up on the play, and you don't want to see that. That's not good. What happened there? Ran into his own guy. Oh. Oh. That didn't look good. That looked worse. That looked worse. It looked a lot worse than it was. Hopefully Mac's okay. Commercials, commercials, commercials. All right, Raiders have the ball, 2nd down and 3 at the 42-yard line. Pistol formation, Genty in the backfield. A play action, nice little fake, and that was broken up by heart, but it looks like it's going to be a hold and a 10-yard penalty on the play. Really? You don't want to see that if you're Mac. That looked bad. That looked really bad, and you don't want to see that. All right, single back formation. 1st and 10 after that illegal contact. I would have thought that was a hole, but a handoff to Genty. Nothing. Yeah, Mac ain't coming back. All right, Bud Dupree comes in for Mac. 2nd down and 10. Bowers in motion. Single back formation. Play action, kind of. And a throw to Genty. Almost picked off and swatted out of the air by Genty to make sure that the Chargers don't intercept the ball. And that was another close call by Geno Smith. That was a nice catch by the defender, but not an interception because it was out of bounds. 3rd and 10. Myers in motion. A little bit of a bad snap, and Myers gets the ball and gets up to the 30, gets up to the 30 for a 1st down, and that was a beautiful throw from Geno Smith to Jacoby Myers. The thing with Geno Smith is he'll make some really good throws, then he'll make some head-scratching throws. All right, Naya and Smith's just going to throw that in the ground, and there's a flag on the play. Holding. All right, it'll be 1st and 20. First down and 20. Raiders have 3 penalties for 27 yards, 4 penalties for the Chargers for 23 yards, and they're backed up to their 38-yard line. Myers in motion, shotgun, Genty to his left. Looks to be a 4-man rush, and a handoff to Genty. Makes someone miss, and only gets 3 yards. Genty's just not getting it going tonight. He had that one good run in the 1st quarter, but other than that, he's been bottled up. He missed a handoff also in the 1st quarter. All right. Smith in the shotgun. Genty to his right. 3 wide receivers. Gonna drop back. He's got plenty of time. Here comes 50. Makes him miss. Starts scrambling. Goes up to the 30, to the 35, to the 25, and to the 20. It's gonna be 3rd down, and I think 2. All right, pistol formation, Genty in the backfield. Number 1 in motion. Handoff to Genty, who gets just enough for a first down, and they're down to the 17-yard line on that one. $11:52 left in the quarter, in the half. Geno Smith in the shotgun. Genty to his right. Three receivers to his right, one to his left. Myers in motion. Drops back. Surveys the field and throws it to Genty, who makes a man miss. Makes another man miss, but gets dropped for a 3-yard gain. And they're starting to let Genty get a few outside the pocket carries. Guess that's the way you got to get them. Nice breaking of the tackle by Genty. And then just couldn't break that final tackle enough to get to the touchdown. But overall, good play. 2nd down and 6. Ball at the 14.5-yard line. Bowers is in motion. Shotgun formation. He surveys the field, Geno. Throws the ball up, and it's knocked out of the air by number 32, Gilman. See, that's the thing about Geno Smith. He's going to make some really good throws. But then he's going to make throws like that. Like, you're just like, you shouldn't have really thrown that one. But you live by the sword, you die by the sword. All right. Shotgun formation. Bowers was in motion to the left. Got a bunch. Formation. Up. Low snap. And Geno Smith is going to have to take a sack, and they're going to send out the field goal unit. Hit himself in the rump with the ball. Fourth and 15. Carlson's already made one field goal tonight from 54 yards. The 40-yard attempt for Carlson. Good snap, good hold, and good. 9:54. It's a 10-6 game, and Herbert is going to be coming onto the field very soon. 4 for 8 for 44 yards and 1 touchdown. On that drive, I really think that they should have ran the ball a little bit more, but this Chargers defense is really good at tackling. They're very good. They look like a really good tackling team. All right. Yeah. I think that, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the ESPN app now. $29.99. It's becoming, that's like basic cable back in the day. That was like basic cable like 20 years ago. All right, kickoff by the Raiders after that field goal from Daniel Carlson. Keep trying to call him John Carlson or something like that, because I know there was a John Carlson back in the day. Despite only having 6 points to show for it, the Raiders have thrown an interception, bounced back with the field goal to tie the game. Chargers score, and the kick is away, picked up at the 3-yard line, and it's going to be returned to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, to the 32-yard line, and Justin Herbert is going to make his way back out onto the field. 1, 2. "24 players from free agency, 13 this season. Keenan Allen and Najee Harris, definitely the big signings for them. Lil Mack from Chicago in 2022, injured on the play in the second quarter. Shotgun formation and a end around 2, number 1, and it goes nowhere. I think that was Johnston on the carry. Second down and 13, and both defenses have been playing very well. That was White on the tackle. Second and 12. Loss of 2. All right, here we go. Herbert in the shotgun, running back Najee Harris to his left, 3 wide receivers to his right. It's a blitz from the right side. It's picked up, and a nice little throw to McConkey, who goes down after a 7-yard gain, I believe. All right, here we go. 8:46, third down and 6. Third down and 6. Shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers to his right now. Tight end to his left, or opposite direction. My bad. Hampton motions to the right, to the left. It's going to be a blitz, a pickup by Hampton. Throws it, and it's in the dirt. Attended for Johnston or Harris. Is it Johnston? It'll be 4th down and 6. And the punting unit is going to come back on. That was a nice little defense. Got his little paw. Another punt from the Chargers. Fair catch called for. He kind of just should have just let the ball go out. Geno Smith's going to take it back out. 8:06 left in the quarter. I got change. Alrighty. He's that play. Well, they just couldn't get anything going. The running game stalled out. They tried that end around on first down and really didn't get anything. They lost yards on that. Got a few yards on the McConkey reception. And then, yeah, the defensive line got their hand on the... What did I just do? Oh. I didn't even know what I just did. They just said, click this ad. You'll get like a video, something, Zen video or whatever. All right, here we go. 8:06 left in the first quarter. Ball at the 10 or 11 yard line for the Raiders. Unfortunately, Raiders just haven't been able to establish the run. It's been kind of a defensive battle, but, you know, anything can happen at this point. 85 yards to 74 yards in favor of the Raiders. Single back formation. Running back is Genty, number 1 in motion. Gets the handoff, breaks a hole, and gets a few yards. Now, that's the kind of running you want to see when you're a rookie running back. Hit the hole hard. Don't try to make too many moves in the backfield and just power through. You'll get some yardage. Nice little throw. Nice little run from Genty. Smith, quarterback. Genty's in motion to the outside. 3 receivers to his left. 4-man rush. Throw into Myers, who gets another first down. Bowers hasn't really been out there, I've noticed. I haven't really seen Bowers out there. All right, here we go. Geno Smith audibles the play. He's in the shotgun now. Genty to his left. They hand the ball off. There's a nice little hole. He breaks a tackle and up for a first down again. And now he's really starting to get going. Everything that I've just said about him in the last quarter is kind of wrong. This guy is running angry. Single back formation. Bowers is now on the field. Myers in motion. Play action pass. Gonna be a hold, I think. Number 3 gets the ball up to the... Gonna be 2nd down and 1. That looked like a hold on the offensive line, but they didn't call it. 2nd down and 1. All right, 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 2. Number 3 is in the backfield. 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Bowers is out there. Throws it deep, and it is bounced off the defender and incomplete. Blanketed. 29 was blanketing Thornton Jr. Let me see. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. All right. What's going on here? Timeout by the Chargers. 3rd and 2. Mm, yeah, that wasn't a pass interference, to be honest. 2nd down and 10. I mean, 2. Geno Smith in the pistol. Looks like 2 tight ends. 2 receivers to his left now after the motion. Handoff and just blown up after that. And the Raiders are going to have to punt. I knew that was coming. I knew a run was coming. That was good. That was good pursuit. Good block shedding. Good read of what the offense was going to do. 4th and 6 after that loss of 4. Henley's been all over the place. We got another punt. No one really able to take control of the game so far. And it's a fair catch at the 9-yard line for number 12. Henley's not feeling good. He's going to have to put on the respirator. And we've got another commercial. Key to that drive, obviously, was that blown up running play, but I feel like the Raiders were just, after a while, they just got really conservative. Maybe going for that deep, and then they went for that deep ball on 2nd and 2. I get why they did it, but with like 8 minutes left in the game, the guy was covered pretty well. I think. I don't think that was a good play, to be honest. Yeah, it was really just not. I don't know. I don't think it was a good play, but that's just me. Forgot to change this. We'll see how the Chargers respond. They can really take control of this game if they get another touchdown. A holy roll. That was 1978. That was, and that's why the rule was changed. Nine at the 9-yard line, 1st and 10. Herbert in the shotgun. Najee Harris in the backfield. 3 wide receivers set with the tight end to his right. John's back throwing to blitz. But Keenan Allen with the catch up to the 19-yard line is going to be 2nd and 1. Yeah, the Chargers have just not been running the ball. 4:03 left, 2nd and 1. Looks like there's a blitz. Nope. Drops back. Harris gets the carry and pushes his way to half a yard, I believe. 3rd down and half a yard. Third down conversions, 3 for 7 for the Raiders, 1 for 4 for the Chargers. Raiders have really done well defensively. We'll see what happens here. Raiders are bunched up to single back formation. Motion by number 12. A handoff to Hampton, who's Najee Harris, Hampton, who stumbles, breaks a couple tackles and gets up to the 25. Breaks a couple hand tackles. That was a really good run by Hampton. So breaks one in the backfield, breaks another one, breaks a third one, and then breaks another one. All right. Empty back formation. 89 motion to the offense, to the tight end. Drops back to throw. Good protection. 89 with the catch up to the 40-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down and 3. Hello. Oh, nice to see you. Need some Herbo points? Yeah, he's on your fantasy team? Gonna probably wind down to the 2-minute warning. How you doing, Zach? Is it in, which league is it in? Are you part of a couple leagues? Is it our league? So it's 2-minute warning. Chargers are driving. It's been a really good defensive game so far, if I'm being honest. Definitely a good first half. If you're a defensive enthusiast, very good play. I mean, good team. Good game. Can't speak sometimes. I'm getting better at communicating, but still, when live streams are going on, it's all off the top of my head, and sometimes my head's going every which way. So getting used to it. Let me check the fantasy game. I lost, I think, both my fantasy games. I lost a few. I think I lost. Yeah, I lost that one to my brother. And then, yeah, 1%. It's not a good matchup. Need some Herbo points. Let me see. The Discord real quick. Da 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 da. Okay. Sleeper. No, log in. Boop. Yeah, I don't think Khalil Mack's coming back to this one. Let's see. All right, Herbert in the backfield in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Drops back, throws it deep, and it is caught by number 1 to the 10 to the 5 to the touchdown. Johnston for the touchdown. It's going to be 17-6 on that big play. What a play by Johnston. Huge play by Justin Herbert. And the Los Angeles Chargers have taken a big lead, a 10, 11-point lead so far. Well, if he makes the extra point, but we all know those are almost automatic. The extra point is good. You know, don't you know that you are a shooting star? It's all the ones who know. Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Weekly report. How do I look at my team? 8 team. Draft results. Yeah, where do I go for? Yeah, I want to check my team. That was a big play by Herbert. Huge. Oh, okay. So Sleeper isn't a computer app. I'll do that. I'll get Sleeper fantasy points. Okay. All right. What a big throw by Herbert. How did he? Okay, so it was a corner route and a crossing route. Runs hard. Okay. 45 was on the coverage. That was a bit of hesitation from the cornerback and White, I believe, on that play. How many points do you need from Herbert? All righty. A nice little squib kick. Hit it in 50 seconds, breaks a tackle, and gets up to the 28-yard line, I believe. Quentin Johnston is really turned into quite a bit of a receiver. I know he's had problems dropping the ball. Geno Smith in the shotgun. 28-yard line. Drops back to throw. Got some pressure in his face, and 23 gets a reception and out of bounds. Close to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 now. 41-yard line. My bad. Geno Smith in the shotgun. drops back, throws it to 23, who kind of just goes backwards. You never want to go backwards if you're a running back or any kind of receiver. It's kind of one of my pet peeves. 2nd and 6, they're in the hurry up shotgun. Four receivers, drops back to throw and throws it very short, but it's caught. Nope, dropped by number 1. That was just underthrown by Smith. And Smith, I've said it before and I say it again, makes some really good tight window throws, but then he makes some head-scratching throws, and you just wonder, what the heck does he do? I honestly don't know if he's like, I think he's a bridge quarterback at this point, but that's just me. Geno Smith, Myers in motion, shotgun. Bowers is on the line. Starting to see him a little bit more, and it's a blitz. Good pickup so far. Running out of side, throws it deep, and it is caught! No, intercepted by Jeffries. Jefferson, my bad. And Geno Smith is falling apart on us. The Chargers, this game is still very much a Raider. The Raiders can come back from this game. Minute left in the second quarter. And Herbert, I think they're going to go for the tush push. They're going to have a conversation. All right, here we go. And they get a few yards. The Chargers could definitely score some points. I mean, they got to go like 97 yards, but it happened. Geno Smith just has not been it tonight. Both quarterbacks have been pressured. Herbert's just made more plays this game. 8 for 13, 126 yards and 2 touchdowns. 11 and 19 for Geno Smith. 96 yards, 2 interceptions. Sacked twice. Been pressured. I've seen that the pressure has been coming up the middle for the Raiders so far. And Geno's not able to get his feet set a lot of the time. 44 in motion. I think that's Matlock. Drops back to throw. There's a blitz. Quentin Johnston with the catch up to the 10-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. And the Chargers are going to... Nope, the Raiders are going to take a timeout this time. Yeah, the Raiders are getting pressured up the middle. You don't want to see that. When you're a quarterback, get pressure in your face, not able to step into throws. Hasn't been really good for Geno, but, it's still a 17-6 game at the end of the day. All right, here we go. Herbert in the shotgun. I think that's Najee Harris. Nope, that's Hampton in the backfield. Quentin Johnston in motion to the outside to the left. A nice pitch pass, and Hampton gets the first down. And it's 1st down in 10 at the 12-yard line for the Los Angeles Chargers. 29 seconds to go. I think, what are they going to do? Are they going to take a timeout, or are they just going to run the clock out and take a 17-6 lead to halftime? I mean, you could throw a big pass right here, but I think they're just going to hand the ball off or kneel the ball and take it in. Nope, Hampton gets the run and up to the 20-yard line with 6 seconds left to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to halftime. 17-6 lead. The story of the game is Geno Smith's first interception, which was bounced off the hands of, I know Henley got the interception, but Jefferson bounced off the hands of Jefferson into the hands of Henley. And then the second interception, Geno Smith trying to make a play, throws it into double coverage, and halftime. Keenan Allen had 1 touchdown. Quentin Johnson on that beautiful thrown ball from Justin Herbert. And it's just been kind of downhill from there for the Raiders. I think protecting Geno is going to be the number one. Establishing the run. The Raiders were starting to establish the run, but they just didn't really do much offensively this game in the first half. So they're going to have to protect Geno better, especially in the first, and especially in the middle center guard position. You don't want to get too many in-your-face pressures. Also, defensively, I think the Raiders have played well despite these terrible things that have happened just on the offensive side of the ball. Defense is great. Blown coverage on that play, on the touchdown from Johnston. But other than that, they've been playing very well, in my opinion. Chargers, on the other hand, Herbert's been hit a bit. They've been running the ball a little bit better. But at the end of the day, you kind of want to establish the run and try and... I always like to establish the run, in my opinion. It's going to be 11 minutes until the second half starts, so I got to find something to talk about for a little bit. And I really don't know. I don't know what to talk about right now. Let's see. Nick Chubb on a 25-yard touchdown makes the game 19-14. But Baker Mayfield and the Buccaneers did get a first down on 4th and 10. Yeah, they just kind of... Tampa Bay just gritted their way to a win. Was it a pretty game? I really don't think so. I actually didn't watch the whole thing. Justin Fields in concussion protocol. Buccaneers in week 1 and 2 are 8-0 under Todd Bowles. That's crazy. 3 years in a row, 4 years in a row. Let me see. Hold on. A blitz to his left. Good protection. Yeah, that was just poor tackling and poor containment. CJ Stroud was 13 for 24, just over 50%. The offensive line for the you're talking about Baker Mayfield and his toughness, but at the same time you got to talk about CJ Stroud's offensive line. Very good quarterback, just not getting the protection he needs. It kind of sucks. Rashad White, 10 rushes for 65 yards and a touchdown. Bucky Irvin, 17 rushes for 71 yards, 6 receptions, and 50 yards. nice 1-2 punch for the Buccaneers on the running side of things. I'm gonna go get some water. Get the restroom real quick. Alrighty. Here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome back. Hey, off the bed. Off the bed. Off. 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 There you go. Alright, so Jaden Daniels is injured. Got injured in that Packers game. Justin Fields in concussion protocol. Not really much to talk about. What's been going on with everybody? You don't mind me asking. Joe Burrow out a minimum of 3 months. There we go. Yeah, that game. That Giants and Cowboys game should have never been a call that the Aubrey Bowl. Buffalo Bills won, beat the Jets 30-10. Thought the Jets were gonna be scrappy, but not really. Lamar, 4 touchdowns, 41-17. Dude, the Patriots are going to be a problem for a lot of teams this year. All right. Wasn't it like 2? I don't think it was. It wasn't 1 minute, right? Wasn't it like 3 minutes? That's really Chris Berman only at like 1 minute. It used to be like 3 minutes, I believe. Off. 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 Right. Out. Out. Out, doggies. Out. Out, doggies. The 10x6 room. Ugh. I really don't know what to talk about when there's nothing going on. We got 2:35 left in the first half. Got a little bit of time for the second half. Really much going on. Hello there, Sasha. I really think who's on next week? Or if it's gonna be, let me see, Bills and Buffalo. Dude, we got a lot of wild. We got wild to get to the second half. Let's take a look at the standings real quick. So Thursday night we got the Bills and the Dolphins. Okay, I was wrong about that. Eagles play the Rams at 10 a.m. on Sunday. Sunday night football, Chiefs and Giants. I don't know if I want to watch that. Lions and Ravens. Might be a pretty good game. Let's see. Standings right now. Bills 2-0, Patriots 1-1, Jets and Dolphins 0-2, Chargers, Raiders are 1-0 so far. One of them's going to be 2-0, one of them's going to be 1-1. Broncos are 1-1, Chiefs are 0-2, Bengals are 2-0, Ravens are 1-1, Steelers are 1-1, Browns are 0-2. The AFC North is going to be wide open because of Burrow going down. I think the Bengals are going to drop. Colts 2-0, Jaguars 1-1. They should have been. I don't know how you lose when you're up, but it happens. Texans 0-2, Titans 0-2. Right now, the biggest surprise of the year is the Indianapolis Colts. Okay, the kickoff. I think that's Carlson at the 35-yard line. Going to kick it off to the Chargers. A little squib kick into the landing zone. And Harris takes it up to the 35 or 25. Eagles 2-0, Commanders 1-1, Cowboys 1-1, Giants 0-2, Niners 2-0, Cardinals 2-0, Rams 2-0, Seahawks 1-1. Packers 2-0, Vikings 1-1, Lions 1-1, Bears 0-2, Buccaneers 2-0, Falcons 1-1, Panthers and Saints 0-2. All right, here we go. 3 wide receivers to his left. Herbert. Johnston in motion to the backfield. A handoff to Hampton, who loses a couple. Do they always have like an Al Davis sticker on their helmets? Huh. All right. Second down and 11. Shotgun formation. Running back to his left. 2 wide receivers to his left. 2 to his right. Looks like there's going to be a blitz. Might be a fake. Yep, it's a fake. And good protection. And a throw to Harris, who takes it up to near the 50-yard line. It's going to be a 1st and 10. 14:01 left in the third quarter. Ball at the 48.5-yard line. Herbert in the shotgun. Running back to his right. 4 wide receivers. Throws it to Johnston again, who goes down past the 50-yard line, up to the 48, I believe, tackled by Kelly. It's the third quarter. I might want to change it, right? All right, 2nd and 6. Ball at the 48.5. Blitz. Pass to McConkey. Gets away from 1 tackle and brought down at the 38-yard line. 1st down and 10 with 13:08 left in the third quarter. Chargers up 17-6. If you don't remember, Dino Smith threw a interception early on in this first drive that led to a field goal from the Chargers. The Raiders then answered back with the field goal. And after that, it was kind of a defensive struggle before Herbert threw a 10-yard pass to Keenan Allen in the back of the end zone. The Raiders scored another 3 points, and then the Chargers scored 7, and then, yeah. Strong formation. Hand the ball off. Nope, it's a play action and a blitz. Herbert gets away, flushed out of the pocket, and slides down at the 40-yard line for a loss of 2. That was just bad protection. He was definitely flushed out of the pocket. Nowhere to go. Had to slide it out. Multiple Raiders on the pursuit. 11:56, 2nd and 13. 2 sacks by each team. Single back formation, a couple tight ends, 2 wide receivers to his left. A play action, good protection. Throws it to Hampton. Hampton breaks a tackle, goes down at the 40-yard line, and it's going to be 3rd and 13. Raiders have been playing good defense. All right, shotgun. Running back to his left, 3 wide receivers to his right, and Johnston to the left. Gonna be a blitz or a fake blitz. Looks like they're blitzing. Yep, blitz to the left. Good protection, and it's a catch by Harris. It's gonna be 4th down and maybe 1.5, 2. With 10:53, I think you go for it if you're the Chargers. 4th and 2. Yeah, you got to go for it. All right, here we go. I might not be going for it. If I try to fake them to go off sides. Don't know if it's going to work. Here we go. Single back formation. Timeout by the Raiders. I don't know if that was smart. Taking a timeout this early in the game. I mean, the second half. I don't know. Was it because of the preparation? Was it because of the personnel he had on the field, or was it because he just didn't have it? I don't know. Alrighty, single back formation. Matlock in motion. Matlock back in motion. Hands the ball. Play action. Is going to take a medium shot, and it's caught by Allen up to the 5-yard line for a first down. Now that was a gutsy call. Now I understand that it's 4th and 2, but to take a throw like that? All right, it's first down at the 5-yard line. The Chargers looking to put this game further out of reach. You got to question how good the Raiders actually are this year. All right, here we go. 9:37 left in the third. Chargers looking to put this game at like a little out of reach. Single back formation. Hands the ball off to Hampton, who breaks. Nope. Gets tackled from below. It gets up to the 3-yard line. The second down and goal. All right. 9:07 left. Shotgun formation. Second down and goal. Hand off. Gonna get up and down to the 1-2 yard line. 1.5. I ran the ball twice. Alrighty. Goal line formation. It's a big formation. Hand off to Hampton, who gets stuffed. And the Raiders are not out of this yet. What do? 4th and goal. You go for it on the 1? That looked like a really bad just exchange. It was really slow. Gave the Raiders too much time to get up the field. All right, they're going to go for the field goal, try to make this a 20-point, not a 20, 14-point game. Kick is up. Kick is good. 20-6, third quarter. And I gotta change up this sport thing. Gotta turn around. Don't have a lot of room. All right, Thursday night football is going to be a good one. Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins. Well, depends on how the Dolphins play. The Dolphins haven't really lived up to expectations. Have they really ever? All right. That was a really bad snap. Good job by the holder. All right, kickoff, 35-yard line. Little pooch kick. 10-yard line, picks it up. Breaks out to the 34. A flag. Probably going to come back. Probably a hold. Alrighty. Shotgun formation. Draws back the throw and almost intercepted again. This is not the night if you're Geno Smith. All right. Single back formation. Hand off to Genty. Breaks a tackle. Breaks a second tackle. Gets wrapped up and thrown out of bounds at the 40, I believe. 3rd and 10. All right, 3rd and 5. Shotgun formation. Draws back, pressure, no pressure. And that's Bowers with the catch up to the 35, 45, I believe. Where are we at? Oh, 35. Are we? Here we go. Bowers in motion, a play action, rolls to his left, and little dink throw to Jacoby Myers up to the 38, 2nd down and 8, I believe. All right, 2nd and 5. Single back. takes the handoff and gets up close to a first down. This is what you want to do if you're the Raiders. Third down and 1. Make it third down and 1, third down and 2. You don't really need to like take all these deep shots. It's been kind of killing the Raiders offense. Weak side formation. Pull back to his left. And a QB sneak and gets up past the 44 to the 45 for a first down. There you go. First down and 10, 4:30 left in the third quarter. Dogs barking. Geno Smith in the shotgun. Jency to his left. 2 wide receivers to his right. Bowers and another receiver to his left. Myers in motion. Play action pass. Good protection. Geno Smith scrambling around. Flushed out. Going to have to get out of bounds for a 2-yard gain. It's going to be second down and 8. 4:02 left in the third quarter. All right, here we go. Second down and 8, shotgun formation. Ball at the 46.5-yard line. Geno Smith, the shotgun blitz. Good protect. Oh, almost taken out. Breaks a tackle by Genty. Goes down at the 50-yard line, close to the 50-yard line. Going to be third down and about medium. Third down and 6. Not ideal, but can be done. I say you try to get a few yards, maybe like 5 yards if you can, if it's not there. White's in the backfield. Bunch formations to his right. In the shotgun, Smith. Looks like a blitz from the left. Picks it up, another, and he gets blown up and caught by Bowers, but Geno Smith took a shot. What poise in the pocket to get that off, just barely. That was a late blitz. I think that was designed, though. All right, first down and 10. The Raiders are driving. 43. Handout. Nope, play action. Jacoby Myers with the catch and gets tackled past the first down marker up to the 33.5-yard mark, we'll call it. Second down and 1, actually. Okay, they're not calling it a first down. That's fine. Let's see. Yeah, looked like a first down to me. I'd say just get the first down. Don't even just use your running back. All right, playing press coverage. Geno in the shotgun drops back, throws it to Myers, who didn't even look for the ball. Hart with the good coverage though. Up. Tart with the late hit. You had him on second and 1. Now you're going to give him a... Wow, no penalty. No penalty on that. Crazy. Weak side formation. QB sneak and gets it. Boring play, but you know, works. I don't think Chip Kelly is a good offensive coordinator. I don't know. All right, here we go. Starts out. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Single back formation. Hands the ball up to Genty, who gets stuffed. Second down and 10. No gain. All right, here we go. Geno Smith in the shotgun. Genty to his right. Receivers to his right. One receiver to his left. Go, 3 seconds left. 2, 1. We're going to the third quarter. All right. Raiders are driving, though. Yeah. Not really much going on in that quarter, right? Just a field goal by the Chargers. All right, here we go. 20-6. 1 quarter left to go. And the Las Vegas Raiders make a comeback. Will it be more of the same from the Chargers? Genty with the carry. Third down and 6. Genty's really come alive in the second half. Myers in motion, bunch formation to the left. Offsides, free play. Free play, blocked. And throws up, and it is not an interception. It did, because it wouldn't be an interception anyways. But that would have been a nice little touchdown. It'll be 3rd and 1. All right, here we go. 3rd and 1. 14:09 left in the fourth quarter. Penalties have really not been a story today, even though it's 5-4 in penalties. Single back formation. Myers in motion, play action pass, a nice little throw to Myers, gets a broken tackle, spins around, spins again, and it's up to the 18-yard line for a first down for the Las Vegas Raiders. Nice little spin, a second little spin. Very good. All right, here we go. Shotgun. Genty to the left. 3 wide receivers to his right. Thornton to the left. Drops back to throw. Good protection so far. Holding the ball a little too long and overthrown to Bowers. 2nd and 10. It's all right. It's all right. All right, here we go. Genty to his left, shotgun. Myers in motion to the right. Or Thornton, didn't see. All right. Blitz. And blown up is up, and Harris is hurt. Heart is hurt. Hip. I know how that feels. Man, my hip hurt. Or is that his arm? I think he got the wind. Maybe the wind knocked out of him. Ooh. All right, here we go. Shotgun. White to the right. Bunch formations to the left. I think that's Thornton Jr. to the right. 1 second. Coming in with pressure. He's pressured. He moves up in the pocket. Geno Smith, it's going to be a hold. And he takes a big old hit as he gets up past the 10 to the 9. But that's coming back. Holding by 66. Yeah, that was definitely a hold. That would have been a sack. Protect the quarterback. At the same time, can't do that. Can't do that. Here we go. 3rd and 17. Hart's still injured. He's still off the field. Probably a hip. Smith in the shotgun. Drops back to throw. Blitz, but it's good. White with the reception, and yeah. 4th down. Tackle by Henley. Do you go for it? Two-score game. Nope, Carlson's coming on to kick another field goal. I don't know. All right, 37-yard attempt. That's 3 field goals from Carlson so far. Field goes up and good. '29, 11-point game. Running out of time. Score puts this game out of reach, in my opinion. All right, here we go. Fourth quarter. Not a lot going on so far. All right, we're back. All right. 20-9, and we're gonna get a field goal. Might have to go for an onside kick. No onside kick. Here we go. Ball falls off the tee. 11:15 left in the quarter in the game. And it's going to be a touchback. All right, the keys of the game so far, since I don't have anybody to talk to, I'm going to just talk about the game. Geno Smith threw an interception that bounced off the hands of Jefferson into the hands of Henley. Chargers couldn't really capitalize on the short field, ended up with 3 points. I mean, Cooley got 3 points, but still. And then the Raiders answered back 3-3. Chargers score a touchdown on a Keenan out. No, another field goal. No. Score a touchdown. Keenan Allen back in the end zone, 10-yard pass from Herbert. Another field goal from the Raiders. And then Herbert throws a deep strike to Quentin Johnston, followed by an interception by Geno Smith. The game runs out on the first half. Coming back, the Chargers get another 3 points, making it 20-6, but the Raiders have answered that back, and now we have a 20-9 game. At least going into it. All right, here we go. Herbert, single back formation. Najee Harris in the backfield. Play action pass. Gonna throw it to Harris, who picks up a few. Close to a first down after the push. All right, here we go. Motion by Johnston, single back formation, gets a handoff, Najee Harris, and plunges forward for a 1-yard gain, but enough for a first down, and it looks like Los Angeles Chargers are going to try and run the clock down. All right, single back formation again. Kind of a jumbo. Play action pass. Najee Harris takes the check down to the 35, spins around, gets a first down up to the 41-yard line, 40.5-yard line. 9 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. All right, Herbert in the single in a I think it's a strong side formation. 2 tight ends to his right. Matlock as a fullback throws it to Johnston, but just wasn't ready for the ball on a little slant pass. Flag on the play. But on who? Illegal man downfield? Okay, Bozeman. I haven't seen that all year. No foul, okay. They were calling that all day. All right, here we go. Second down and 10. Shotgun formation. I think that's Hampton in the backfield with Herbert. Changing the play. Because it looks like a blitz. Blitz. All-out blitz. McConkey with the reception. Yeah, ooh, nearly got away. All right, it's third down and short. Clock's running out for the Raiders. Only managed to score 9 points this game. All right, McConkey in motion, shotgun. Herbert, back to throw. Nobody there, but it almost interception. Dude. Fourth and 1. Raiders may have a chance. All right, 4th and 1. They're actually going to go for it. Try to draw them off sides. Almost the ball. It gets stopped. No, that was a terrible. He just basically dropped the ball. That was a terrible exchange. Oh. Raiders have a short field. Okay. I know. All right, we're on a commercial break. Hello, my moo. Hi, moo. Boo. Good girl. Where's Sasha? How'd she get out? Sasha's the ringleader.
Yeah.
Commercial break. Yup. Boy. Alrighty. That was a terrible exchange. Just ran into each other. Alright, here we go. First in town for the Raiders. Shotgun formation. They haven't really gotten much going. Looks like a blitz. Nope, nope. Man, it's going to be zone coverage. Nice throw to Bowers, who gets up to the 35-yard line. It's going to be second down. These dinks and dunks are going to work so far, so long. Thirty-one yards is not really good for a Brock Bowers. No, he's hurt, but it sucks. Poor guy. All right, one in motion. Shotgun, 3 wide receivers to his left, Bowers to his right. Genty to his right as well. Drops back, holds the ball, throws the ball deep, and overthrown again to Jacoby Myers. What are you doing? Put the ball on him. I mean, he's been so erratic all night. Third down and 2. Genty in the backfield, bunch formation. But now Brock Bowers motioning left and right and left. Drops back to throw, throws the ball to Myers, who gets a block and gets down to the 15-yard line. 7:14 left in the fourth quarter. 20-9 for the San Diego Chargers. To the Raiders. San Diego up 20, whatever. James Jr. tried to knock him off his route, but Myers made a good play, made someone miss, and went down to the 15.5-yard line. 6:57 left. Shotgun. Bunch formations to his left. Running back to his right. Bowers to his right as well. Drops back to throw, holding the ball a little bit. Good protection and bounced off someone's hand on the defensive line. The Chargers have been really good at knocking the ball down. All right, here we go. Bunch formation. Gino in shotgun. Genty to his left. Holds on to the ball. Throws it to Genty, hoping to make some miss, and it's going to be 3rd down and long. So crazy. All right, Gino in the shotgun, White to his left, Thornton to his left, bunch formation to his right with the tight end, Bowers to the right, close to the offensive line. Drops back to throw, gets some pressure in his face, throws the ball, and, gets picked off again! What the... What are you doing? Why are you throwing it there? You threw it in double coverage 2 times. What's up, dude? How you doing? Such garbage. That's 2 interceptions that were his fault. There's 4 plays that he's thrown it into double coverage. Such ridiculous, dude. Those were... I feel like those were just unforced errors. That one especially is just an unforced error. You threw a stupid ball. Chargers defense just gave me 22 points. Did you win your game? Win your fantasy game? Are you 1-1 finally? Instead of 0-2? Ridiculous. Such an unforced throw. There was other people open. Brock Bowers. Okay, number 1 was open. If he just cuts to the outside. If he just cuts to the outside, he's open. But he threw it into double coverage. What is that? You're winning? Nice. Fifth game with 3 interceptions. Tied career high. They're going to just run the clock out. You'll be 1-1, right? Did you lose to James? All right. Weak formation. Hands the ball off to Harris, who gets stuffed. The Raiders did all this work defensively just for their quarterback to wet the bed. so ridiculous. All right, 3rd and 4. The Raiders definitely need to stop, but I don't think they're going to do anything with. All right. Shotgun formation, back to throw. Throws the ball and dropped by Keenan Allen, who has been as sure-handed as possible. It's 4th down and 4, bringing out the punt team. And the Raiders, despite playing like dog water on the offensive side of the ball, just have a chance. If they can just get a touchdown really quick. They still have 2 timeouts. Trey Tucker. Okay, Trey Tucker's number 1. Now I know. Scott on the punt. From the 25-yard line. They're probably going to be a booming kick. Tucker gets it, goes to his right, gets the room, tries to dive, and what a saving tackle from number 28 on that one. You didn't lose, I just ran out of time. Are you sure about that? I don't know, my friend. I don't know, boy. Did you run out of time against James then? Hay comida en la casa. Hay DoorDash en la casa. Heck is that? What is it? Did the new Jurassic Park movie come out? Anybody know? I mean, there was no reason to make another one. All right. Here we go. That's ridiculous, dude. I know that he's had pressure up the middle a little bit, but like most of these throws have just been unforced. Derwin James is really good. All right, shotgun formation. Raiders have the ball, gonna try and score. And off the hands of Tucker. 2nd and 10. 0 for 10 on 10 plus air yards. It's ridiculous. All right. Smith in the shotgun, draws back the throw, throws it to Bowers, who gets maybe 7, but the clock's ticking away. Come on, dude. Hurry it up. Derwin James on the tackle. Shotgun. We go. Throws the ball, and it's broken up. No separation from the receivers, but also bad throws tonight. All right, here we go. 4th and 3. This is the ball game, pretty much. Derwin James, timeout. Los Angeles. All right, here we go. This is the ball game. Brock Bowers up the line. Tucker, Myers in motion. Thornton, press coverage. And there's pressure by Henley, who made the first interception of the game, and he takes down Gino. No one can get open. Game over. There's no coming back from that one. I wonder how long Khalil Mack's going to be out. Like, you forget that, okay, the Chargers are the #1 defense, but come on, dude. Now they're going to try and run the clock out. I mean, there's not much you can do if you're the Raiders. Defense. Fumble! Oh my gosh! And this game isn't over. Max Crosby on the fumble, forced fumble. It wasn't really good. Wasn't a very good handoff. Little high. All right, here we go. First attempt, their own 30. And another batted ball by the Raiders. It's so ridiculous, dude. That's another batted ball by the Raiders, by the Chargers. This is a very underrated defensive line. All right, here we go. Myers in motion. Throw to Myers. Doesn't break a tackle, but gets a few yards. All right, here we go. Smith with the throw. That should have been a penalty. Grabbed his hand. Come on, dude. Still overthrown, though. That was pass interference. I have ever seen it. All right, Smith is going to stumble. Come on, just throw the ball. Just like that. Oakland is going to lose. Dang it, dude. That sucks. That was hella pass interference. All right, here we go again. Game over. $2:58 left. Timeout by the Raiders. All right, 2nd and 6, 2:58 left. Raiders took a timeout. I don't know why. They should just. I don't know. Here we go. 2nd and 6. Raiders just haven't been able to do anything. And a pass. Keenan Allen. 2:54. Game over. That's ball game. One of the worst quarterback performances I've seen in a few. Like, that was a terrible. Ugh. All right, roll with Harris. Still the 2-minute warning, but. Poor guy. Poor Henley. All right, here we go. Najee Harris in the backfield, 2nd and 6. Strong formation. Najee Harris gets a broken tackle and just slides down to the 10-yard line, taking it to the 2-minute warning. But we got some laundry on the field. The Raiders' offense was boo tonight. Okay. Oh boy. Nope. No first down, so we're gonna have to wait for the 2-minute warning, I guess. Second and 11, guys. Second and 11. 2:02 left in the game. We're gonna finish this out. Maybe do a post-game show and then call it a night. Probably work on the video of the week. Up, Herbert. Gonna try and ice the game again. Slides on down. Minute 57 left in the game. 2-minute warning. That did not look like a good slide, though. Oh, boy, that's garbage. So bad. I thought the Raiders were going to be a lot better tonight. Game's pretty much over. That's so ridiculous, man. I was expecting a really good game tonight. All right, here we go. Minute 57 left. All right. 3rd and 6. Minute 57. Handoff to Najee Harris. He breaks tackle, gets a first down, and game over. Sent a pole. What do you mean sent a pole? All right, here we go. And done. Game's over. That game really offense just garbage. And they're going to kneel it again. 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38. Game. Don't want to see it. Raiders had it for a while. They should have been in it, but costly turnovers just cost them the game. Just such garbage play by the quarterback all the way up to the offensive line. Twenty to 9. Not even one touchdown. They just threw it in double. So stupid. Threw it into double coverage, man. What do you guys think of the game? Any opinion on this? Anything? Any opinions on the game, guys? Gals? Ah. It's ridiculous. I enjoyed watching. Marcus Russell was a really good quarterback tonight. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, not a good night for Jamarcus Russell. That's a ridiculous game. Conky, what was the final stat line? Let's look at the final stat line. Let's see. NFL. Here we go. 29. Here are the stats. Herbert, 242 yards, 2 touchdowns. Justin Herbert, 31 yards. No run game. Not really any run game. 28 yards from Harris. 24 from Hampton. Herbert had 31. I know, my boy. You finally won. I'm happy for you, my boy. My tribal chief. Quentin Johnson, 3 receptions for 71 yards. 5 receptions for Keenan Allen for 61. 5 receptions, 48 yards for McConkey. Defense, Henley had an interception and a sack. Jefferson had an interception, and Jackson had an interception. On the offensive side on the Raiders, Geno Smith, 24 for 43. 180 yards and 3 interceptions. No touchdowns at all. 11 carries for 43 yards, 3.9 yards per carry from Genty. Jacoby Myers, 6 receptions, 68 yards. Bowers, 38 yards. Thornton had 20 yards. Defensively, Laulu had 2 yards. And Max Crosby, I will say, did really well in making sure that he collapsed the pocket. But other than that, nothing at all. The Raiders were a pathetic team tonight. Oh, it's totally pathetic. And I expected more out of the Raiders this year. After that performance, just didn't look like it. And I'm not even a Raiders fan. I just grew up in the area where, by Oakland. We grew up by there. And, You just watch the Raiders lose and lose and lose, and you're just like, come on, man, win some games, win a playoff game, do something. They're like the Browns. I get that the Chargers are like number one in defense last year with like 18 points per game, but not with Ray Charles out there. Not with Ray Charles throwing the football. Freaking throwing into like double and triple coverage like this. Like, it's one thing to like have like really good, I don't even know what to say. It's just, I don't know. Number one was open, like in the corner of the end zone, and he just threw the ball right to the middle of the field where two defenders, and I know it was zone coverage, but you had two defenders collapsing onto the ball. Pump it once. Well, I'm left-handed, so pump it. Act like you're going to 16. Toss that thing into the end zone to Tucker. It was just bad throws over and over. He overthrew the ball. He made bad reads. It was just a bad overall game by Geno Smith. And you can't afford that with the Chargers. When you're playing the Chargers are going to be Super Bowl contenders this year, in my opinion, especially with the way they've been playing in the first couple of weeks. But I expected more. I really did from Las Vegas. I don't know. Call me a whiny baby, I guess. But just not good. All right, everyone. Well, I'm going to go to bed or get off now. If you guys had fun, we're about 7 subscribers away from 100. Would love to see you guys subscribe and hang out for more football games. I'll probably be on for Thursday night. It's going to be the Bills and the Dolphins, and I'm excited for that one. I will be skipping some primetime games depending on how I feel that day. Do work a part-time job. Do get tired emotionally, stuff like that. But I'm going to do as many games this year as possible. Like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be out tomorrow, hopefully. Adios.